Hello students, in the previous video we have discussed about the gas laws. Now in this video lecture we shall have the information about the ideal and real gases. The ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT was generated from the kinetic theory of gases, which made the assumptions the molecules could be treated as points, that is, the molecular volume is negligible or equal to 0. The second assumption is there are no attractive forces or the attractive interaction between the molecules. That means the attractive force between the molecules is absent. The third assumption is the gas particles move around at randomly. That means the particles or the gas molecules move randomly in various directions. The collision of gas molecules with the walls of the container is totally elastic. That means when the gas molecules collide with the walls of the container, the collision is perfectly elastic. The fifth assumption is the kinetic energy of the gas particles or the molecules is directly proportional to its temperature. These are the 5 assumptions which are made by kinetic theory of gases, and these assumptions were used while deriving the ideal gas equations. In general, the ideal gas law works best at low pressure and at high temperature. The standard condition of pressure and temperature is T equal to 0 degree Celsius or 273 degree Kelvin, pressure equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Then using the ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT, the volume of the gas which has 1 mole of ideal gas is obtained to be V equal to 22.4 liters. This means that equal volume of gases under identical conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. This is the Avogadro law. The ideal gas law or gas equation or perfect gas equation is given by PV equal to nRT, where R is called as universal gas constant, whose value is R equal to 0.0821 liter atmospheric pressure per Kelvin mole. Note that at constant mole and temperature, the product of pressure and volume is constant, which is Boyle's law. The second point is at constant pressure and temperature, the ratio of volume to its mole equal to constant, which is the Avogadro law. And the third point is at constant pressure and number of moles, the ratio of volume per temperature is constant, which shows the Charles law. Now the ideal gases. Ideal gases may be defined as a gas which obeys the gas equation PV equal to nRT under all conditions of temperature and pressure. Note that it is very important, a gas which obeys the gas equation PV equal to nRT under all conditions of temperature and pressure. It should be noted. It obeys the equation PV equal to nRT under all conditions of temperature and pressure. Those gases are called as ideal gases, and this equation which is obeyed by the gases under all conditions of temperature and pressure is called as ideal gas equation, or it is also called as perfect gas equation. The ideal gas obeys the kinetic molecular theory of gases because the gas equation PV equal to nRT is derived on the basis of kinetic molecular theory of gases by considering the 5 assumptions of this theory. Now the real gases. The real gases are the gases which are encountered in the nature. That means whatever the gases we come across in our real life, those are all called as real gases. There is no such gas which obeys the ideal gas. So, however, no gas is perfect or ideal, and the concept of perfect or ideal gas is only a theoretical one. The gases tend to show the ideal gas behavior more and more as the temperature rises above the boiling point of their liquid forms and the pressure is lowered. That means the real gases approach the ideal gas behavior when their temperature is large and their pressure is lowered. Such gases are known as real gases. Thus, a real gas may be defined as a gas which obeys the gas laws under low pressure and high temperature. Note that the real gases obeys the gas laws under low pressure and high temperature. Gas laws means what? Gas laws are nothing but the Boyle's law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac's law and Avogadro law, which are used to derive the ideal gas equation or the perfect gas equation PV equal to nRT. That means PV equal to nRT equation is obeyed by the real gases only under low pressure and at high temperature. The deviation from the ideal occurs at high pressure and low temperature. That means at these conditions the gas molecules are squished together. When the gas molecules are so close together, they experience intermolecular interactions. Also, the molecular volume becomes significant when the total volume is squished down so much. That means the total volume of the gas and the molecular volume are comparable. The intermolecular attraction will cause collision to be sticky and inelastic. At extremely high pressure and low temperatures, gases cease to be gases at all and they condense into liquid state. The main differences between ideal and real gases are: the ideal gases obey the gas law or the gas equation PV equal to nRT under all conditions of temperature and pressure, whereas the real gases does not obey PV equal to nRT at all conditions of temperature and pressure, but only at high temperature and at low pressure. The second difference is the ideal gas concept is an hypothetical one. It does not exist in nature. Nitrogen, helium and hydrogen, which do not liquefy easily, come nearest to behaving as ideal gases. That means we consider nitrogen, helium and hydrogen as the ideal gases, and other all gases are real in nature. Volume occupied by molecules is negligible as compared to the volume of the container, whereas the volume occupied by the gases is not negligible as compared to the total volume of the gas in case of real gases. That means volume is negligible in ideal gases. That is, molecular volume of ideal gas is negligible, whereas the molecular volume of real gases is considerable. There is no or negligible amount of intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules in case of ideal gases, whereas in case of real gases the force of attraction is not negligible. The ideal gases are imaginary ones, whereas the real gases are not imaginary, they exist in nature. The ideal gases cannot be liquefied, whereas the real gases can be liquefied. The ideal gases possesses the kinetic energy, whereas the real gases possesses both kinetic energy and potential energy. There exists intermolecular force of attraction in case of real gases, whereas there is no intermolecular force of attraction in ideal gases. The real gases obey the van der Waals equation, that is P n square A by V square into V minus Nb equal to nRT. Here n square A by V square is the correction for the molecular force of attraction, and Nb is the correction for the volume of the molecules. Rho is the density or pressure of the fluid or the gas. V is the total volume of the container containing the gas. A is the measure of the attraction between the particles. B is the volume occupied the moles of particles. N is the number of moles. R is the universal gas constant, and T is the temperature in the given equation. Thus, as the intermolecular forces are weaker, the gas is closest to the ideal behavior. If the strength of the intermolecular forces increases, the gas liquefies and deviates from ideal behavior. This concept is used in production of low temperature and hence to liquefy the gases. Hence, in the next video, we shall discuss about the experiment on CO2, and also we shall discuss the isotherms of Andrews experiment. Thank you.